But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And some space here. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 65 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Score, Falcons 7, Steelers 0. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down.
Zach Harrison on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
They run again with Dowdle. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Rodgers. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
And the Falcon first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Fields going to move him around. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now they'll audible to something else. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. That's out quickly to London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the gun, here's Fields. This pass is caught by London. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
37 yards. First down, Atlanta.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
They run here with Dowdle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Rodgers now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Fields. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 91 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
He's got him in, complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Falcons 21, Steelers 14. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. down at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Shifts by him. Still fighting. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to Robinson now on first down. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Here's Fields. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
On for the extra point is Folk. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Steelers 14. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Rodgers now from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Falcons 28, Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Warren. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And we'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to throw. Fields. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Fields. Into the hands of Perry, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. In motion goes the tight end. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman, 73 yards. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to throw now on first down. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 46, here's second down and 7. In motion, the tight end. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Steelers 28. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
2nd and 10. Rodgers wants to change the look. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On the run, it's Dowdle. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 17 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Now 1st and goal. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Dowdle. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and run it in.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their